Wrestling legend and icon Hulk Hogan has passed away at the age of 71.
Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he? Shit. That was it was a week ago, so I just filed it away on last week.
Literally
it was last
the
Friday,
afternoon after we recorded. It was on Thursday. It was on the day we recorded. It was just in the evening.
Yeah.
And gotta be honest with you, Rick, I've been sort of tackling with this mentally almost all week when I'm like, I have to bring up on the podcast, Hulk Hogan is an icon. It's just, this passing has really torn me up inside because I have never once praised Hulk Hogan in his life because he is a fundamentally racist, horrible scumbag. There are very few redeeming qualities about Hulk Hogan the man. However, on the flip side, Hulk Hogan the character is iconic, and love the man or hate the man, I generally don't like Hulk Hogan as a human being, but you cannot deny the fact that without Hulk Hogan, wrestling probably wouldn't be as popular in the West as it is.
Oh yeah, you've definitely got him as a performer and as a character to thank for wrestling becoming explosively popular in the 90s.
However, 80s, mate.
Yeah, 80s and 90s, yeah.
No, 90s he fucked off and almost ruined. Oh, okay, I guess the NWO were pretty popular, but it very much became stale very quickly and they couldn't let it go. Also, that was for the rival company, which we didn't get for free in the UK.
Sure.
So in the UK, it was WWF or nothing.
Sure.
But yeah, Hulk Hogan as a character and a figure in wrestling is undeniably important and will go down in records and in the history books in a positive light. Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea the man, however, is a horrible, despicable human being, and I have never once in my life thought that you dying gives you a clean slate.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could go back through 228 episodes of the podcast, and every single time I've brought up Hulk Hogan, it's been, man, what a shit human being, and what's he done now?
Yeah, exactly.
For those of you who don't know, there's plenty of things that you can point to him for. The racism, the openly supporting and championing Donald Trump are the most recent things that people probably remember. But back in the 80s, early 90s even, they were on the cusp of making a union for wrestlers, and Jesse Ventura has been very open about this. He went around the locker room and he was getting the boys together and being like, we need to make a union, because he just came back from Hollywood.
Yeah. So he's seen how unions work well, yes.
Exactly. And everyone was like, this seems like a pretty good idea. And Jesse Ventura's argument was like, if we all stand together, they can't fire all of us, which is pretty much the entire basic fundamental building block of a union. Who goes running to Vince McMahon?
Yeah, the blonde bastard himself.
Exactly. And Vince McMahon does indeed just straight up say, I will fire everybody who does this. And everyone went, I need this money to live. And they weren't ready to call that bluff, because all you needed was like 2 or 3, well, not even 2 or 3. All you needed was a handful of wrestlers to go like, I'm not joining this general union, and continue wrestling to completely fuck it. And Hulk Hogan was the linchpin for that. And Jesse Ventura knew this, and I don't think he ever really forgave Hogan for that, but he also told Hogan to his face, I did this for the boys. I don't care if there's a wrestlers union. I'm an actor now.
Yeah.
I'm part of one. I'm fine. You just fucked everything. To this day, there is no wrestling union.
Yeah, even now that McMahon's gone.
There will never be a wrestling union. I know it's pretty dire to, the old adage of never say never, but there will never be a wrestling union, and this is a big part of it. So, that sucks. There's also the whole say your prayers and eat your vitamins, you can be just like me, while clearly on steroids.
Oh, yeah.
Someone did also show an image of, 76, lived his life on drugs and all that, and passes away at 76, referring to Ozzy Osbourne. Super jacked, went to the gym every day, Hulk Hogan passes away at 71, and it's like, dude, Hulk Hogan was on steroids and did so much blow in the 80s.
Oh yeah, they were probably on about the same amount of drugs if you count up steroids.
Even without the steroids, Hulk Hogan, all the wrestlers in the 80s and the 90s were rock stars. They fucking did drugs.
Oh yeah.
It was very uncommon for someone to not be into that scene. So much so it actually fills me with joy seeing nowadays the modern wrestlers being like, yeah, here's my custom built PS5 that I can play with a screen built into it, instead of being like, look at this mountain of blow I can do.
Yeah.
But yeah, in short, a legend in the wrestling business who was a notorious liar as well. He would have been so much more respected if he just told stories honestly, but he always had to change the focus of the story to be like, actually, that was me, brother.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Every single story, it was actually Hulk. But yeah, passing of an industry legend, so I'll just end it with this. Please rest in peace, cunt Hogan.